we're going to rant about candy. And what's really fun is everyone in the chat is going to also vote on like what the worst Halloween candy is and the best Halloween candy. And whatever wins, I will buy you 3 bags of said candy, mail it to your door via drone. And you'll have to consume it on air for everyone to see. No, just kidding. But I'll do something special for you. So anyway, thank you for coming. The thing that I'm going to talk about first is everyone's favorite candy, the thing that's always left behind that no one ever eats. You usually see it like in CVS, like in those little, like where they 99-cent bags of like undescript candy. They're not even special enough to have a brand name. Yeah, you guessed it, circus peanuts. Like these are rectangles of death, basically. Like, what is it made out of? Is it made out of like material? I don't even think these materials exist in the real world. Like, I feel like they're made out of like moon excrement. I don't know. Like, it's so bad that I feel like it's just immediately expelled from the human body. And it's not unlike the actual circus. Has anyone actually had a non-frightening time at the circus with clowns? I mean, it's very on brand for circus. It's like, I don't know, is the circus the only time you go during Halloween, just so everyone is like traumatized forever? We all have to go to therapy for that one time we were 3 years old and went to the circus. Thanks, Mom. And my mom's here, by the way. Don't get me started on the color. Like, I don't know, like tone it down, circus peanuts. I can see you from outer space. Like those orange vests. Like, you're the Nickelback of candy. You are the candy that no one will text back.
Oh.
Quite the insult, I know. I guess I'm like circus peanuts in a way. I identify as one because I'm not texted back. No, it's okay. Those are the only guys you like anyway, the ones who don't text you back, right? That's how it goes. Super fun. Anyway, the other candy I'm going to discuss is Neckos. You guys remember those?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I feel like they're from like the 50s, right? Like they should just go back in the kitchen. Like, I don't know. That was in poor taste, right? I don't know, like, what are those green ones? They taste like bathroom cleaner. Like, how did that come like to be? They're just like, you know, I really love the scent in this bathroom. Let's get that into a candy. Or like those pink ones, they taste like Pepto-Bismol. Like,
Ugh.
they're abysmal. Yeah, I really want my candy to be reminiscent of bowel medicine.
Oh.
I cracked like 20 teeth on these Neckos, you know, like I bit into the coin. They look like coins, they're Bitcoins, and I did not get a return on my investment at all. Made no money from the Bitcoin. They have like a weird aftertaste. Like, I don't know, what is that chocolate one? That's chocolate? It's like it's even worse than Hershey's chocolate. I didn't even know that was possible. Oh, Amir's here. Yeah, that was like an add-on to your Hershey's joke. So credit to Amir for that. Anyway, so also about Neckos, you know those like powder that it leaves behind? Like, I don't know why we're looking for like people smuggling in cocaine through like animals or like these drug cartels. Like, I think we should be looking after the Necco wafers for all the cocaine. Just leaves so much powder behind. I can't even deal with it. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and let other people, the rant experts, rant about the worst candy ever. And we're going to have a lot of fun. You can listen to some cheesy, bad Halloween music in the background. And first up is going to be Aaron DeSpiva.
Yay. Hey, thank you, Emma, for that introduction. And you know what? I have to say something about Necco wafers real quick. They do make a whole roll of just the artificial chocolate ones. So if you didn't get enough just having one of them, you can have a whole roll. And that powder is asbestos. But what I really wanted to talk about was candy corn. Now, come on. Any time in your life did you think, you know what, I'd like it in a candy form? Who came up with candy corn? This guy, this confectioner, was like, look, I think candy cranberries are not going to sell, but candy corn is? What? I mean, it's made out of what? Sugar, fondant, vanilla flavor, and marshmallow cream. Why? Whoever wanted to eat fondant? Have you seen what fondant looks like? It's not edible. They make wedding cakes out of it, so for its display. It's in your body now. How much candy corn have you eaten in your life? It hasn't gone out of your system. In fact, doctors have recommended to quit eating candy corn because it's stuck in your gut. All right, so if you have irritable bowel syndrome, that's the reason. Please quit eating the candy corn. It's not going to save you. And by the way, why are they trying to fake us out with candy pumpkins? It's the same damn thing. Oh, but look, kids like to eat pumpkins. No, have you ever tried to give a kid a pumpkin pie? Look, you'll love it. You'll just love it. Eat it. Eat it. No. It doesn't. Candy corn actually is so sugary, and so it makes my stomach hurt if I have like 4 or 5 pieces now. I don't even understand how I ate so much of it. I don't get it. But and then they try to change colors on it to harvest time corn. What? Oh, that makes it better? Harvest time candy corn. This is not a corn. This is not candy. This is a nightmare. Okay? Someone came up with it, and no one stopped supplying them because they have been older than Necco wafers. I kid you not. They've been over a century long. They're older than Necco wafers, so don't keep eating it. It's ridiculous. And you know what? The other candy I'm going to pick on is Dum Dums. Shit. What? You know why they call them Dum Dums? Because you're dumb enough to buy a whole bag of them. Okay? There's no other reason. Look, the guy who came up with it said, I have 10 million paper sticks. What the heck am I going to put on this thing? I know, I'll put a lollipop on it, but it won't be big enough to give a damn. I mean, he thought he had the market cornered for micro-sized candy until Nerds came out and little M&Ms, mini M&Ms. Now he's just cursing himself out because he could have made those sticks into toothpicks. And when you have those, they are harder than rocks. I don't know. They have them at the dentist's office. They give it to you so you can have a return visit the next day. I mean, seriously, it's ridiculous. You have to have 5 of them just to have the flavor. I think I tasted root beer. Oh, nope, it's gone. You know, it's worse than Bazooka. It's actually worse than Bazooka bubble gum. You know, about 5 chews of that and it's over with it. Dum Dum? Oh, that was done. People just quit buying the stuff. They might run out of supply. There's a warehouse in New Jersey. I am convinced of it, full of Dum Dums. So just quit eating them, and eventually maybe a hurricane or flood or something will take out, maybe a fire. We can hope the fire takes this whole warehouse out of Dum Dums, and maybe that's where the candy corn is, because I don't think it's out in Nebraska, because no one in their right mind eats those either. So, I mean, please, for all our sakes, do not eat candy corn. Because if I see more candy corn, I'm just going to vomit. And maybe that would be better tasting than the candy corn, to be honest with you. I know, I got an idea. I'm going to make candy green beans. Because everybody loves green beans, right? How about candy kale? Anyone up for candy kale?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Candy kale, the most, and arugula. Let's throw candy kale and arugula together. That should be the greatest hit of all times at Halloween. Be right up there with giving kids toothbrushes for Halloween. You know, here's a toothbrush. Oh, let me have the candy kale and candy arugula, please. That's it for me. I appreciate it. I've been AA Ron, your mad scientist for the night.
Woo! Thank you. Very fun.
Yeah.
Next, we have Angela L. who's going to rant about candy. Give it up for Angela L.
Yay!
So I'm at Lucy's party right now, and she doesn't have much better. I never understood bobbing for apples, so I specifically looked for the scene because I think that don't go bobbing for apples during COVID times. That's a different rant because I mean, a toothbrush is bad enough when you go trick or treating, but an apple's pretty bad too, because no kid wants that. That's another thing I should have complained about, candy apples, but I got worse ones. So we were talking about a warehouse in New Jersey apparently having a bunch of dum-dums, but one of the worst candies actually came out of New Jersey, and that would be Smarties.
Oh.
Who thought of Smarties? Somebody looked at a Tylenol pill and thought, I'm going to turn this into a candy because that's what it tastes like. Chewable Tylenol. I actually thought it was medicine when I was a kid, so I would never eat Smarties. And you know, I realize why Smarties are so evil. Like, I've noticed that the people who like them tend to be horrible people because I dated a guy where Smarties was his favorite candy, and that's why we're not together anymore.
Fair enough.
Because I think if you like Smarties, you have to have the personality of a piece of chalk, and this is what my ex's personality was. My personality is full of chalk. I'm just going to fill myself full of more chalk. And I don't even think Smarties, at least like Neckos, have flavor, but these don't have flavors. Their one flavor is Tylenol. Don't even get me started on, what was it? The Pepsi sticks, when kids started snorting them, pretending to like practice for years of being cocaine addicts. That was great. I have another candy that really, really bothers me. Why did somebody in Chicago at one point looked at a turd and said, I'm going to turn this into a wax candy? And that's how Tootsie Rolls were born. most candy looks like turds, but Tootsie Rolls especially, they look like pet turds. In fact, if you have a cat, you could just stick them in the litter box and you won't even be able to tell the difference. One time I had a cousin when I was little who a puppy had an accident on the floor at my grandma's house, and she picked up one of the turds thinking it was a Tootsie Roll. Ooh. And how could you be so stupid to think that somebody would just leave unwrapped Tootsie Rolls around?
No.
I recently brought up, that's a true story, by the way, and I was the mean older cousin who didn't tell her the truth. So especially some help for people like me, apparently. She's like, yay, Tootsie Rolls on the floor. And I was like, go for it.
Oh my God. No.
That's what she got for leaving my Easy Bake Oven spatula in the oven and it melted. I let her eat it. That's another true story. And it's all coming out now. I don't think I ever fessed up to my family that I encouraged that. Anyways, going back to Tootsie Rolls, I was mentioning to friends like, oh, they're horrible. Why would anybody ever eat these? I think that, like, I have a conspiracy theory about Tootsie Rolls that they were invented by dentists to purposely yank out your fillings so that you had to come in for more dental work. Like back in the 60s when it was the drill and fill era, and they realized that people wouldn't question dentists. They would just say like, oh, you need a filling, and you would get one if you didn't need one or not. Of course, dentists invented them. Who else would invent candy? Did anybody lose a baby tooth in a Tootsie Roll? I definitely did. It was not pleasant. So I mentioned, I was like, who even likes Tootsie Rolls? They're wax covered turds. And a friend of mine was like, I love Tootsie Rolls. The creamsicle ones are my favorite. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Ugh. There are different flavors of Tootsie Rolls? I am almost 30 years old, and this is news to me because I thought there was one flavor of Tootsie Roll, which was stale and in my grandma's candy dish for 15 years. Because those are the only Tootsie Rolls that I had. I think those Tootsie Rolls were probably from the 50s. They still had the vintage label. In fact, they were probably labeled vintage Tootsie Rolls. You could probably make a ton of money off it. Actually, they were. I was in an exhibit. I was at a science museum with my nieces. And they had different things of display. Like there was this exhibit called The World of Yesterday. And it showed like what a city would have looked like back in the 50s. So like back when my parents were kids. And then I saw at a display a candy dish, and I was like, why did my grandma's candy dish Tootsie Rolls end up here? Oh, they're that old. And I still won't eat them, yeah, because and to me, if I ever had a fresh Tootsie Roll, I probably wouldn't trust it because I thought that like Tootsie Rolls have to be like yanking your tooth out for it to be real. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you ranting tonight. Vote for your worst candy and don't eat Tootsie Rolls or Smarties.
All right.
Yay, thank you, Angela. I enjoy your lipstick as well. They actually, your lipstick, I hate to say it, it matches a certain color of a certain kind of Tootsie Roll, grape Tootsie Rolls. So
there are grape Tootsie Rolls?
Yeah, and there are. You know, another thing about Tootsie Rolls, I actually like them. Horrors of horrors, sorry. You're going to own me as a company person. But what I think is funny is that in the Planet Fitness, you guys notice that they have a bowl of Tootsie Rolls. Probably not during the pandemic.
What?
Yeah, that's like the only reason I would ever go to the gym is for the Tootsie Rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm trying to get healthier and lose weight. So, of course, I'm going to eat the Tootsie Rolls.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, we have Linda Camacho.
Woo!
Hey!
Hey!
Thank you so much. I thought Smarties were Canadian. I swear this whole time. I'm shook. I'm shooketh right now. Why? Like, as a kid, they're like, Smarties, the Canadian chocolate. What? Now we don't have any chocolate. I'm so...
Candy appropriation.
Have any of you ever had a can of soda or pop, however you say it in the US, instead of candy in your bag?
No.
I mean, I was in a posh neighborhood. I wasn't living there. We went there. We drove there. You would have think they would have like given you a candy, but no, it was. I wouldn't even know if I could say it was a can of soda because it was like no name brand 7-Up.
Oh.
Is that soda?
No. No.
I didn't think so either. And of course, not even half a block. And it explodes all over my bag, all over my candy. Who thought cans of soda would be... Oh, sorry. Anyways, I went to another posh neighborhood. I was living in Calgary. And this was actually the poshest of the neighborhoods that I've been to. They had at least 10 actors in front of their mansion dressed up as crazy people. Like they were moving with chainsaws. I was terrified. All right. And as I finally got my candy in the front, it was President Choice. Probably. I just saw the comment. I go up to the door. I go through like trauma after trauma, only to be handed like a hard candy. Had, again, no name brand. Like, you spent like 20 grand on the actors and you couldn't even buy this stuff at the Dollarama, which is the dollar store in Canada, okay? You guys have Dollarama? I don't know.
Yeah, no, Dollar Tree.
No, okay. Dollar store candy. Couldn't even buy this crap there. And still, if I were rich, man. Who understands Coffee Crunch, bro?
What?
They made mini Coffee Crunches. Is that what they're called, right? Coffee.
Oh, the Coffee Crunch. Oh, yes, yes.
I remember getting those as a kid. Who the fuck as a kid likes coffee chocolate?
No one. No one.
I think they secretly did that for the adults. Really, those candies are definitely for the fucking 5-year-olds. Like, has anyone mentioned raisins yet?
No.
Raisins.
I forgot.
Just raisins.
Everyone motherfucking forgot about raisins, bro. I was like, no.
It's usually
Enough
the
said
yogurt
about
ones.
that. Really, truly, all I had to say was raisins, and all your faces were like, "Ugh." You want to know why y'all forgot
Triggering,
about
it's
it?
triggering.
You all purposely erased those horrible memories of those boxes, those red boxes. That's why no one mentioned it. That was another specific trauma, getting those candies. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, really. They taste like dried toes. Like, they make for good weapons to try and take down pigeons. That is what that candy is for, okay? No one needs raisins, all right, as Halloween candy. Has anyone mentioned the... Oh, wait, I already passed my time. God damn it, I had so much fun.
No,
Emma.
keep
Thank you so
going.
much
It's
for
Keep
fun.
going.
Oh, man, the cigarette sticks. No one brought the cigarettes. I don't even know what they're called, but I mean, I definitely didn't eat them. I just definitely, like, whoever used the pixie sticks for practice of cocaine was definitely the practice for the being a stoner. Yes, I blame that for sure. Anyways, thank you so much, Emma, for having me. I passed my time. Thank you very much. Happy Halloween.
All right.
I will never
yay.
I will never look at raisins the same. Did someone really give you raisins on Halloween? That is
Oh,
so
yeah.
evil.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
That
I
is
got those.
abusive-
Totally.
We
that
got
is
little
those.
boxes.
abusive
It's a
behavior.
real thing.
Yes.
But the question is, do you guys like raisinets?
Yeah.
No. No.
I do.
How do we feel about
They
raisinets?
look like rabbit pellets.
I like it.
I mean, it's covered in chocolate, so it's a little bit better. But man, raisins. What is the worst thing that everyone has gotten on, like, in their Halloween bag as a kid?
Nothing.
Popcorn balls. Homemade popcorn balls.
An apple?
Oh, the candied apples. Those weren't great either. Because you had to eat those really soon or they were done.
Wow.
Anyone else have a really bad one?
Like a
I'm trying to remember.
toothbrush.
Oh,
Toothbrush.
Literally a toothbrush? Wow, that's rude.
Totally.
I remember one year I thought it was really lame. It was like those really lousy tiny packs of trail mix that you like get at a gas station.
Trail mix?
Oh my God.
Trail mix?
Trail
It's
mix.
like, you're essentially hiking because you're, walking everywhere. So
Oh my gosh.
it makes sense, but like does anyone else like this? The only good thing about trail mix is the chocolate. So when I was a kid / adult, my brother would yell at me because there'd be a bag of trail mix and all of a sudden the colors of the M&Ms would disappear. And he'd be like, Emma, there's no chocolate left in the trail mix. Like, yeah, that's the only reason people ever eat trail mix is for the candy part of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you talking about? Well, how about best thing you guys ever got? Because I once went, like, in the mansions in my hometown, my friend and I went, and they would give out like full-size candy bars.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I got a full size. The last time I ever went trick or treating, I was like 13, and me and my friends went to a ritzy neighborhood, and they were handing out like the full size Ferrero Rochers,
Oh
Oh my God.
like the
Really?
ones that had like 4 of them.
Wow.
That is some like extravagant, that is amazing. That is the best
It
candy.
is.
It's not candy, it's like fancy.
And,
Oh,
and
these were
what
rich.
retirement
These were rich
what
people.
retirement subdivision was that?
This is in upstate New York in a
Oh,
very ritzy area because I'm from New York. So
Ferrero Rocher. Oh, could you have the Godiva chocolate? I think not. Your
How do you guys
costume
feel
is
about
too
the-
low scale.
How long does it take for you guys to eat Halloween candy as a kid? Like, did you have to like sparse it out from your mom, or
Oh.
did your mom? My mom's here. She did not control our candy consumption, so we'd eat it in like 2 days. I feel
Oh.
like she did it wrong. Other people are supposed to like.
I made mine last till Thanksgiving because we didn't get a lot, so I made sure I made it last till about Thanksgiving.
Nice.
You're
Yeah,
only
we-
allowed like 2 pieces a day in very like controlled portions.
Oh, we couldn't walk everywhere because I lived out in the country. So you were a half mile to the nearest neighbor. So we drove
Oh
everywhere
my
to do
God.
trick or treating.
You had to earn your candy.
Yes, we had to drive there. So when you did that, you want to make sure that that little pumpkin you filled up lasted. And also, I ate my sister and my brother's candy as well. So that didn't help.
Pumpkin.
What about everyone else? How long did it? What was the average time it took you to eat your candy?
I would get mine done in a night for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a big candy person, so what I would do was take the stuff that I liked and I would keep it, and that would last me a while. And then my brothers would eventually find it because they stopped going trick or treating, but they expected me to bring back the goods for them. So, because they're shitty people, and that's what they did because they're older than me and they found it. But like, it was really fun to like take all the good candy and I just leave all the crap behind, like the like those, like, what are those things? Mary Janes and Smarties and all
Oh my
terrible
God,
ones we
Mary
talked about.
Jane. I
Oh.
did not get to discuss those. It's like, how dare they be named after something that is also amazing?
I think those are older than Neckos.
They're
Those
really
have been around-
It
tarnishing
might be.
the name there. Speaking of tarnish, it really does look like very vintage, like Angela, like it's, oh my God. What are they like? It would take like 30 years just like chew through a Mary Jane. It's like, what was the color of it? It's like nondescript brown.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even like a color. They couldn't even bother to like dye it some fun color. They're just like,
How about those, how about Zagnut? Anyone ever get a Zagnut in their freaking trick-or-treat bag? Zagnut, you know what that is?
what is that? Where are you
It's
from?
like a white nougat candy bar. It's weird looking. You don't want it in the first place. And then you unwrap it and it's got peanuts in this white nougat and it's not that good. It's like having what's that chocolate taffy, not the Laffy Taffy. I'm talking the chocolate taffy that was around for the longest time. Was not a Clark bar. What was it? Because I got it.
Chocolate taffy would be a great stage name.
I just looked it up and it looks like a sesame cracker.
Sesame cracker.
That's what it looks like, the Zagnut.
Yeah, it's not good.
How
It's
do
not
we
good.
feel as a group about, are we going to be very split as a group about coconut, like those Mars bars or Almond
Mounds
Joy?
and Almond Joy. Mounds was great. Almond Joy, not so much.
They have the name Joy in that. That is very like ironic.
Yeah, that's not joyful at all. I mean, look, how
Is there
small
someone
is
here
it?
who likes Almond Joy? They're getting kicked out right now.
Is Aaron not dressed as shaved coconut right now? Just sprinkled on a delicacy?
Marty says I like Almond Joys. All right, you're out.
Oh, well, never. How about you know, what was it, that other taffy that's on a stick? Is it called cowtails or yeah? What is?
Oh yeah, cowtail.
Oh, cowtails. Who came up with that name?
Yeah.
Hey, have a cowtail.
It's because they look like the inside of a cowtail if you chop it.
Oh,
That's
And then-
also have a tongue at
It's
that
like
point.
a soft Tootsie Roll is what that is.
It's not soft. It's very hard because you never see a soft cowtail. They're harder than rocks. By the time you get them, let me get back here. Let me get on here. By the time you get them, they're harder than rock. You could hit somebody with them and commit murder. Is what you do with those. You just cut them up with a damn cowtail. Is what you do, and it has a little stick, so you don't have to get that. You don't have to get that sticky.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
what
a
soft
horror-
cowtails you
the
had.
marketing, the marketing on cowtails is a complete failure. That person got fired, hopefully.
But they were still around. It's like a bit of honey. Who likes bit of honey around here? Bit of honey. You guys know bit of honey? Oh
Licorice
my
ropes
God.
are
They're
also
not bit
dangerous.
of honey. It's bit of what the heck did you guys come up with? And
Yeah, also licorice is also something that people are like debate about.
wait a minute. Black licorice.
Team licorice or no? Who's team licorice here?
Black licorice, man.
Black licorice.
It's
I know
gotta
my
be the
mom
good
likes
stuff,
Twizzlers.
not the Twizzlers. Twizzlers sucks.
Oh, I like Twizzlers.
There's actually a store in Nebraska. You can order all different varieties of licorice from all around the world. Yes, I would know that because I'm a licorice, I love licorice. So that's how I know that stuff. But, what's
Fun
the other
fact
one?
about
Go ahead.
licorice, you can actually die if you eat too much licorice. You can get really bad blood pressure.
Oh.
Real licorice. Most of it's flavored with,
True.
as my wife says, anise or anise.
Yeah.
Anus.
I don't know. Licorice is All right. Well, enough chit chat. We'll get back to the show, although that is part of the show. Last but not least, we have Bridie Schellenberg. Woo!
Yay!
Yay.
All right. So hi. It's actually Bridie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Super sorry.
It's totally
Bridie.
fine. It's totally fine. It happens all the time. It's just, a thing I've gotten used to, just accusing the world of being dyslexic. But it's totally fine. I actually didn't do anything Halloween-y tonight, but I'm fine with that. I've got my sad mom look on, which is just about accurate. I'm letting my baby cry it out upstairs tonight, so we're all a little sad in here tonight. So ranting about candy that I'm going to get to also eat is quite a treat for me. I actually used to be in marketing, so I thought that it might be fun to go through the list of candies and see how we can tweak up and give a little rebranding to some of these our favorite candies tonight, and really kind of give them a more transparent look on what they really are to us and what they mean to us. So let's start with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Oh.
We're going to go with new slogans for some of them, and we're going to tell a story. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, made with real chocolate, creamy peanut butter, crinkled aluminum to give you a real heavy metal mix of flavor. Kit Kats. If you like wafers that taste like a stack of chocolate-covered dry skin, break a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Candy corn. Love me or hate me, you're still going to take me home and consider if I'm worth it, like your ex. Don't lie. If you hate candy corn, you've eaten it, okay? You have eaten it.
Damn it.
You don't lie about it. People also put it on treats, okay? They put it on cakes and cookies. And I know you put it on your plates, right? You put it on your plates. But you go back for that candy corn. Don't lie. It's got a sugar in there. And you take it off of that plate and you put it in your mouth. Don't lie about that. I'm not the only one that does that. Okay, candy apples. Get trapped in a bite. Just get stuck in there. Twix, now featuring the new centrist bar. Twix, again. I had a thought that Elmer Fudd invented us as a cereal. Silly wabbit, Twix are for cereal. Starbursts. No lemons, guaranteed or your money back.
Oh.
Imagine that one as a Starbursts in a car dealership, right? With a whole bunch of different Starbursts on a parking lot. Okay, yeah, that's where my mind lives. M&Ms. Lose yourself in a bag. M&Ms. Can't have a Halloween without me. M&Ms. You know you stand for us. Because stand's a trendy word. And
Oh.
The Eminem song, Stan.
Oh.
Okay.
Or you know, I could do just the rule of threes, but I'm gonna go with 4 on M&Ms. M&Ms, love the way you lie at the bottom of my Halloween bag. Whoppers, malt's in the bag, not in your mouth. Laffy Taffy, it's ironic because it's not funny to eat us.
Yep.
Sometimes simplicity is best. Snickers, we look like poop and we make people laugh. That's why we're called Snickers. Again, simplicity. Let's keep it simple. Candy necklaces, you're coarse material for Hickeys 101. All right, now I'm going to do a little scene work for you. This is, picture this as like a Mad Men thing. Like I'm doing like a, oh, hey, you know, like I'm pitching you your next marketing thing. All right, here we go. For Tootsie Pop. All right. How many licks does it take till you get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Hi, I'm Tootsie Poop, founder of Tootsie Factory. I'm a parent myself, and because I know the struggle I have with my own children, trying to get them away from me for a prolonged period of time, I invented the Tootsie Pop. We made the Tootsie Pop uncrackable. That question, how many licks does it take till you get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? There is no answer. It's infinite and also none. With every Tootsie Pop the key to unlock, it's hidden inside the candy's outer shell. You can see it right through its translucent shell. That's why I'm here, Tootsie Poop, founder of the Tootsie Factory, to guarantee you that that sucker will not be opened until heaven's gates have parted for you to walk into its entryway. I designed this to give other parents a break from their children, to allow parents to be able to find peace and comfort in their own space without being ravaged by their overgrown fetuses. How many licks does it take till you get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? How much time do you got, little kid?
Oh.
That's it for me.
Oh.
So, you know, like, think about those and, you know, send a DM to your favorite candy maker and, you know, pitch those ideas. I know I'm going to, because I have nothing better to do than to cry in my bathroom while my kids cry outside the bathroom. So yeah, that's my time. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Woo! Yay!
Thank you to all the performers. That was great. Very, very funny. Now we have to tally up all the votes for the worst candy. And it looks like none of them have, like, everyone has their own. That's how horrible Halloween candy is. There's so many bad ones. I don't know how we're going to settle this debate. Milk duds, yeah. I mean,
I forgot about those.
Those were bad.
Runts.
Runts.
Yeah.
I mean, who came? I mean, the same guys, Willy Wonka, said, "You know what? I have nerds. Let's
Nerds
make them
are
a
good.
little- Yeah, nerds are good." And then he went, "Let's go to Runt because
Wait,
that's
I
not
just
going
had
to
a
be picked on."
revelation about nerds. Okay, do you guys remember when nerd was a bad thing?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like a cool thing, like I'm such a nerd. Now it's like a really cool thing to say that you are.
Mm-hmm.
What if that was inspired by the candy nerds?
Maybe.
Could be. So, are you saying that maybe Runt will actually be a good thing eventually? Is that what you're trying to say?
Maybe.
I'm not quite sure that's going to work.
Let's see what else we have. We have licorice ropes are also dangerous.
Depending how many are you? What are you trying to do with them? Because if you're trying to hang yourself with them, you just eat your way through them.
Yeah, that's not a very good plan.
What was the other? Oh,
Now and later's, yes.
oh, I
There's
love
a
now.
joke there, but I haven't thought of it.
Yeah,
Someone
now
else-
and later's the hard candy version of Starburst, which were worse. Those are cut.
Why are
your-
they called now and later's? Because it takes like a long time
It takes about 3 weeks to actually digest one. Is what that is.
Snow caps. Amira put snow caps are so good. What are you talking about?
You know, someone put down black jelly beans, but there's one worse. The crows. You ever see the licorice, the dots? You see the dots? They have a cousin, step cousin, called the crows, and they're black licorice, but they taste like they've been in the box for about 50 years too long.
Yeah. What about those actual? Okay, do you guys remember dots? The actual what are they? It's like looks like medical paper. Like, are we trying to like go to the doctor?
Yeah. What's up with
remind
that?
Kids of the worst thing in the world that they're like terrified by, and now associated with candy. Come on.
Or how about? Well, I said bazooka bubble gum double bubble. I mean, you got what 3 chews out of that, and it was garbage, and it was so small. You were like,
we all have gum like just rotting from like 20 years. Yeah, there's no such thing as gum that lasts. Juicy fruit, yeah.
Oh god.
All right. Well, there's no like there's no consensus on this debate, so I don't know how we're gonna settle this. Everyone's just gonna I'm gonna give everyone their worst candy in their stocking for Christmas.
Oh no!
I'm gonna hunt everyone down by a drone and give you your worst.
No.
Worst candy.
Until Halloween, you should go trick or treating and get a little bit of everything, and then take all the bad ones and send them to the audience.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna
Split
do.
them all up, divvy them out.
Anyway, I
candy corn here. I will not eat it. All right, Skullduggery, stop.
I think I have talked about Halloween candy ad nauseum. I saw that my mom left, so maybe she got sick of all the candy rants. But that's the whole point of the show. Or
So
she got offended that I called her out and said that she shouldn't have let me eat all the candy at once. That was a bad behavior. She set me up for sugar addiction for years.
Yeah, the first addiction we have is sugar addiction. Next one, whatever else came after that.
True. All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you to the audience for being lovely audience members, for the performers, everyone for having a good, thought about all these horrible candies. And I hope that everyone's Halloween is amazing and you find your favorite candy and you get to eat a lot of it and feel sick after, because that is the entire point.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Thanks. It was fun.
Thank
And
you.
in the background.